Well, we've got the women's 4x4 relay. It's a straight final. Great Britain have never had a medal in this event. Is this a chance? Shayna Cox set a PB in the final, 52.13. Nicola Sanders goes second for Great Britain. Christina Hurrigu goes third. And the British quartet will be anchored by Perry Shakes-Drayton. There's confirmation of the quartet. It's a really good team on paper. But the Americans in 5, the defending champions, and Russia in 6, with a huge reputation in this event. The Americans anchored home by Sanya Richards-Ross, who won the individual 400-metre title in such emphatic fashion. Shayna Cox will be full of confidence after that personal best in the individual final. We need a good start here. So Gashina on the outside for Russia, hugely experienced fourth in Beijing, but she's being closed down by Leslie Cole. 52.10, the Americans' best, and she's up onto the inside of the Russian. Shayna Cox on the inside, trying to close ground on the Ukrainian. And it will be the American, Leslie Cole, who reaches the break first. The Russian in second, Ukraine third, and Shayna Cox now. Seems as though she's run quite a conservative race, coming through now.
Well, she's individually our best 400-metre out here in Istanbul. A very smart move to put her on the first leg as Shayna Cox coming up on the shoulder of Cole from America. This is good running by Shayna. The Russians are out in front. She goes wide to hand over to Nicola Sanders, but that was a decent first leg from Shayna Cox.
So, the Russians with a lead, Ustalova for them, European silver medalist 2 years ago. Natasha Hastings, a very experienced relay medalist and competitor. And Nicola Sanders, great to see her coming back to form. She's in third. Going well at the moment. She's lining it up for a good second lap here, Kath.
She is. The athletes are getting closely bunched. It's good to see Great Britain and Northern Ireland still in touch with the American and the Russian team. This is a good squad from Britain. Natasha Hastings, she's winding this up. She's individually one of the best athletes in the world over this distance at the moment. But Nicola Sanders, she's back in good form and she's holding on. Come on, Nicola.
She just needs to hang on a little bit here because the Americans and the Russians are getting away from her in the closing few metres. It's almost neck and neck between the Americans and the Russians. Now Christina Hurrigu takes the baton. We know these are the weak links for the Americans and the Russians. Hayes for the United States. Karnashenko of Russia. Christina Hurrigu, we've heard reports she's in good form and she needs to close the gap here.
She does indeed. Christine, been training in Jamaica. She's looking lean, she's looking mean, and she's running well here. Very rarely run indoors, I think only once before. She's been brought into this team, Rob, and she's making some headway back, isn't she? The Americans, though, still leading. Come on, Christine, making a move now.
This is a great drive down the back straight from Christina Hurrigu. She's dragged the Ukrainian back into the mix. So now that we have a lead quartet, and Christina Hurrigu running a brilliant leg here. She's taken the lead. The Olympic champion is back to form. Now it's up to Perry Shakes-Drayton. She's got a huge job on her hands here. Fedoreva, the silver medalist individually. Sanya Richards-Ross in third. And Pegida of the Ukraine coming hard on the outside. And the Ukrainian now coming into the mix. Great Britain first, Ukraine second.
Perry Shakes-Drayton, trust me, is going to hold that lead, and she did. She's not going to let the Ukrainian go past her. Sanya Richards-Ross is hunting them down. She will make her move down the back straight. Come on, Great Britain.
Perry Shakes-Drayton has the most important 150 metres of British relay history. But Sanya Richards-Ross, the individual champion, is closing. Perry Shakes-Drayton trying to find something. Come on, Great Britain. Sanya Richards-Ross is coming. It's so close. And we've just done it, I think. It was so close. Sanya Richards-Ross was coming hard on the outside. It will be a photo to confirm it.
Absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to cry, but that was the best performance I've seen for the British women's 4x4 team. The photo is up, and you know what? Let's wait for confirmation. but it's looking like Perry Shakes Drayton on the last leg held off Sanya Richards-Ross. It's been confirmed, a world-leading time. Great Britain and Northern Ireland have won the women's 4x4. What a race, Rob.
Unbelievable. We've never won a medal in this event before, and we haven't just taken a medal, it's
52 flat, and Perry Shakes Drayton here on the final leg, holding off the individual world champion. Sanya Richards-Ross could not catch her. 51.5, Rob. Absolutely superb.
It was so close on the line. Feast your eyes on this result graphic. Great Britain are the world indoor champions. The United States had to take silver, and it was bronze for Russia.
One event remaining, and it is the men's 4x400 meters relay. The traditional last event for major championships. Seem to have been commentating on United States victories in these forever. They've been the champion 7 times. Frankie Wright ran 46.51, so 2 laps of the track now. Frankie Wright on the lead-off for the United States, Conrad Williams with those 2 laps for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and he's gone out well. This is a good start from Williams, imposing himself and putting the America right under pressure in the early stages, and Great Britain have the lead as they come to the break and down to the marker. That's a good first lap from Conrad Williams. Needs to keep it together now and put Nigel Levine in front at the changeover. He's gone wide, and it's just giving maybe Wright an opportunity, but it doesn't come. Did he know what he was doing there? Was that a predetermined ploy?
It probably was. He was going wide to his lane to make the American have to run wide. As long as he closed the gap, which he did, and this is a fantastic run by Conrad Williams. Brilliant run.
Conrad Williams now hands on to Nigel Levine, who is a semi-finalist here, the UK champion. Oh, and he's gone out really hard, and going back, going after him is the long-haired figure of Calvin Smith, a semi-finalist here, and tracking him. It's Marcin for Poland in 3rd place, but it's still Great Britain in the lead at the moment, and Levine will be handing over to Michael Bingham. This is looking good.
It's looking very good. Nigel looks very controlled. He looks relaxed in the face there. He just needs to work now down the back straight. He needs to keep working. The American is on his tail.
Calvin Smith in pursuit. Then it's Marcin, who was the 6-time Polish champion. It's going to be Nigel Levine handing over to Michael Bingham, who was a 47.08 split yesterday, arguably the weakest link. We'll see. He's got to try and keep in front for the handover to Richard Buck, who's going to be up against the talented American Gil Roberts on the anchor leg. The pole's going back, and still it's Great Britain from the United States.
This is superb team running at the moment. We've got probably a 2 or 3 metre lead at the moment. Michael just needs to keep working, keep concentrating, do what he does in training, keep pumping his arms and believe in himself.
Mateo Mitchell is a faster man than Michael Bingham so far as relay running is concerned. He's just starting to put Bingham under pressure now. Now this is a key stage. If Britain are going to win the gold medal, you suspect that Bingham's going to have to find a way to hold off Mitchell, and he can't. And Mitchell now is going to be handing over to Gil Roberts. He's got a personal best of 44.86 outside, and he's got the lead, running in dark glasses. Richard Buck in pursuit. Now he's got to produce the run of his life.
And he's got to do it sensibly. He needs to close the gap, but do it gradually. There's no need to panic. He's got 2 laps to try and close the American down. The American is a faster man on paper, though.
He had a full 7 or 8 metres he had to make up at the handover. He has closed on the first lap, and there's now just a lap to go. And Richard Buck, a picture of concentration, but it looks as though Gil Roberts has his measure. If Buck's going to go, he's going to have to go now. He's closing down the back straight. He can see that Mitchell's getting closer, but still it's 4 or 5 metres as they come around towards the straight for the last time. And once again it's going to be gold for the United States. Their 8th gold in world indoor competition, but a silver for Great Britain. And back in 3rd place, Trinidad and Tobago came late, worked their way through the field. Excellent performance from the Great Britain team. Conrad Williams, Nigel Levine, Michael Bingham and Richard Buck, they take the silver medal. But Gil Roberts, on that last lap, you always suspected he was just going to have a little bit too much, and so it trans credit to the Americans. Gil Roberts ran a really mature leg there. He had a point to prove. I think he didn't get to the individual final, thought he was going to, and he knew he was ahead, and he ran within his capability.
You just can't.
Well, the run of medals continues. It has been a terrific 3 days. United States taking the gold medal, a season's best time, 3 minutes 3.94. But silver for Great Britain, for Conrad Williams, Nigel Levine, Michael Bingham and Richard Buck. Well done to them.